Missing a call a day doesn't really seem like much, but that's only until you run the numbers. Because one missed call a day for a $300 product translates to $100,000 per year in missed revenue. And the worst part, business owners don't even realize this problem is happening. If you're new here, my name is Adam. I'm the co-founder of SixFlow Automations, and for the past year, I've been pretty deep into the voice AI space, particularly by implementing AI receptionists for businesses. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you the full breakdown, what they are, how they work, how much it costs, and if it's worth it for your business. So if that sounds good, be sure to like this video, subscribe, and let's get on into it. Right before we get started, I have to preface this video with something important. Some people have a negative bias against AI. As a result, when this type of person receives information about AI, the information is either distorted in their heads or they just avoid the information altogether. So if this is you, I can't help you, and there's no point of you watching this video. This video is for those with an open mind and want to learn. So what is an AI receptionist? I'm going to try to break it down starting as basic as possible. To start, an AI receptionist is essentially Siri on steroids. It's a robot you can have one-on-one insightful conversations with, except that this robot is extremely intelligent and sounds so human to the point where most people can't even tell if they're talking to a human or talking to an AI robot. So what a lot of businesses have been doing as a result is actually getting this AI receptionist technology to answer calls 24/7 or even just after hours for their business. And regarding some of the mind-blowing, advanced, revolutionary things that this AI receptionist can do is that it doesn't only just take calls and answer questions, but it can perform administrative tasks as well, just like a human. And to give you an idea of what it actually sounds like, I'm going to call an AI receptionist that we built for a cleaning company.
Hi there, thanks for calling SixFlow Cleaning. How can I help you today?
Hey there, can you give me a better idea of what services you offer?
Absolutely, I'd be happy to walk you through it. So we offer standard maintenance cleanings, deep cleans, and move-in or move-out cleanings. Each one covers different levels of detail. Did you want a quick rundown of what's included in each, or is there a specific type you're curious about?
Can you give me a price range that I would expect for weekly residential cleaning?
Great question. So for weekly residential cleaning, the price depends on things like the size of your home.
You get the idea, but in this case, that AI receptionist asks me questions to determine what exactly I want for my cleaning needs, and then it could give me a quote and book me into the business owner's calendar. Now let's get into the different types of AI receptionists. This is very important because not all AI receptionists are built the same. Some are a lot better than others. The first type of AI receptionist is templated solutions. So basically, companies like RingCentral and Go High Level offer this templated AI receptionist solution where you simply plug in your business details and it spits out a sample AI receptionist that you can use for your business. Now, the better type of AI receptionist to implement is custom solutions. These type of AI receptionists are built from platforms such as Retail AI or Vappy. But the issue with this is that it takes a lot of technical experience and expertise to actually go ahead and build a quality agent using these platforms. So the process that most business owners are doing to combat this problem is hiring an agency such as certified retail AI partners who are experts in building these agents for businesses and deploying it for the business so that they can get the system up and running, all hands off from the business owners. Now, the question I get all the time is, are AI receptionists replacing humans? And to answer that question, it depends on what you want. Do you want it to replace your humans? Or maybe you don't want it to replace your humans. You have the flexibility. For example, you could be someone who never wants to answer the phone, ever, right? And in that case, and we've actually had clients with that preference, but in that case, you would be on this side of the spectrum with full AI presence and an AI receptionist answering the phone 24/7. But you could also be someone who doesn't want AI to replace humans. And in that case, you would get the AI receptionist to answer calls only when a human can't get to the phone. So maybe it's whether you're busy during the day and can't get to the phone, or maybe it's because it's after hours and you don't answer the phone after hours. But one thing we know for sure, and what we've seen time and time again based on industry statistics, is that there's absolutely no reason for a call to go to voicemail because an AI receptionist can handle that call significantly better than voicemail can. Because one thing we know is that when a call goes to voicemail, the caller doesn't leave a voicemail and they just go to the next business that does answer the phone. And as you would probably expect, the costs vary significantly depending on the complexity of the agent that you want to implement for your business. Because like I said before, you want to work with an agency to build a custom solution for your business rather than moving forward with a templated solution. So if the AI receptionist you want to implement has a lot of complex functions that you want, the developer is going to have to take more time to build it, and as a result, it's going to be a lot more expensive. And the other thing that you should probably be aware of is that AI receptionists cost money for the usage, so the amount of minutes it's being used. So for example, if an AI receptionist is being used for 10 calls a day and it's on for an hour, it's going to be a lot more expensive compared to an AI receptionist that takes only 1 call a day and is on for only 5 or 10 minutes. And to give you a better idea of actual per minute cost, it costs about 12 cents per minute. However, if you're using an agency to build and host the AI receptionist for you, they might upsell you or mark up the rate for maybe 15 to 40 cents per minute. Or what most agencies actually do is they just charge you a per monthly cost for X amount of minutes. So for example, $200 per month for 1,000 minutes plus 15 cents per minute in overage as well. That might include monthly refinements and things like that. Every agency is different. So now that you know more about how much these AI receptionists cost, you can ask yourself, is it worth it for your business? And to answer that question, you need to run the numbers. So ask yourself, how many calls are you missing from potential customers? These calls don't include spam calls or calls from existing customers. Ask yourself, how many calls are you missing from inbound new potential customers, okay? Then you take that number and then also determine what's your average ticket price. Because if it's $300 and you're missing 2 calls a day from potential customers, that's 60 calls a month and 720 calls per year. And you multiply that by your ticket price, let's say $300, that's $216,000 missed. And you're going to come up with your own number, but you take that number and compare it to the prices we discussed on the previous section, and you can determine for yourself if it's worth it or not. Because in most cases, if you're missing over $100,000 a month, but it only costs $1,000 and $200 a month to run the AI receptionist, it's obviously worth it, and that's actually what we've seen time and time again. A lot of these businesses are experiencing a massive positive return by implementing these AI receptionists. So your next step is to run the numbers for yourself, determine if it's worth it, and if it is, you can book a free call with us at SixFlowAutomations.com. I'll leave the link below in the description, and we'll talk more and see if it really is worth it for you. And if it is, we'd be happy to help you out. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, and share it, and I'll see you in the next video.